Good morning, everybody. Hopefully this works. We don't have great connection. We don't have great internet right now. But good morning for Replay Gang. Eric, Captain Dave here as well. He's packing a bag. DriverLab.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. Not doing any steering wheel holding today, or at least last night. Hopefully we get to hold the wheel today. Who all we got here? Trucking, Six Fats, what's up? Prime Trucker Rob, what's going on? Good morning, you guys. I don't normally do a live in the morning. Peyton, good morning. I'm guessing some of you are stranded as well. Morning from Indiana. Hey y'all. Oh, Hopper, what's up, man? There's quite a few of you jumping in here. What's up from Chris? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we're still stranded. Definitely still stranded. Wyoming is closed. So we're still sitting right up against the border, kind of. Well, like 50 miles from the border of Wyoming. Let's see, by your title, I'm guessing still best for me to stay here in Aurora, Nebraska. Yeah, right now it is. We're still in Nebraska too. Nomadic Brick first from upstate New York. Good morning. Six Fats, so we just heard on CB that it's still impassable. From Cheyenne all the way to Elk Mountain. Is it Elk Mountain? Yeah, I think it's Elk Mountain. Are they going to make y'all? I will not chain up. If chains are required, I did something wrong. Scott Williams, Buffalo, New York is really, really bad. I'm a local driver and I'm calling in today. Man, that's not good because my second truck is picking up Ben & Jerry's from Vermont, or was last night. So I would assume he's got to go through there. Going to buy me a month's supply of MREs. Yeah. Well, Dave and I shut down where there's a diner. We had the foresight to make sure we're parked where there's coffee and food. Six Fast, I'm supposed to be in Spanish Fork right now. Yeah, we're supposed to be in Grandview, Washington at 1500 today. That ain't gonna happen. That's 1,200 miles away. And we got a message from Prime this morning that our 90 was changed to whenever. Basically, well, it said January 7th with no appointment time, so they pretty much know there's no way to know when we'll actually be there. So we're grabbing showers. I woke up this morning, went and got a shower. Captain Dave's going in to get a shower. It's minus 7 degrees, but it's not really that cold because there's no wind right now. The wind's moving 2 miles an hour. So before you go in a shower, anything you want to say to someone coming into trucking about the Northwest in winter?
It's just like everyone says, you expect the unexpected. I promise you that 2 days ago, when I looked at the radar, it was all clear coming across here. I think that Eric did as well, but he knew instinctively that these storms can just blow up out of anywhere. And that's exactly what happened. It wasn't until, I started driving 2 days ago in the afternoon, he looked at the radar and was kind of like, oh boy, there's a big one coming in, and we were just screwed. So it's just trip planning reactionary mode after that. He had to figure out where we could stop and the smartest place to stop without putting us in the most risk. And man, I was impressed. I got to tell you, I wanted to push on a little further, and he said, "Nah, we need to get off here." And sure enough, we got off the interstate, and the gates went down as we were pulling into the truck stop, and they closed the highways right after that. As soon as we parked the truck, the snow started falling, and it fell all day yesterday. So, you know, you just can't let it upset you. You just have to say, you know, the phrase, "It is what it is." But we're here, and we're hopeful. We're cautiously optimistic that we're going to get out of here today and just get there as soon as we can. The frustrating thing for me is it just keep, you know, we need to get some miles done, and we'll get them just tomorrow probably, and not today.
Yep. So for you guys, if you haven't dealt with this before, those trucks in front of us right there are not in parking spots. Whenever the roads close down like this, there's kind of a very forgiving attitude towards, if it fits, that's where it sits, you know. Just park wherever the hell you can. This place is jam-packed. Let's see. Wonder if it's clear enough to at least get to where you are. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's clear to here. It's clear to Sydney, I believe. In fact, the roads are open all the way to Cheyenne.
I'm going in, y'all. Have a great day.
And there's probably a couple places that you could park here right now. So the roads are open all the way to Cheyenne. I don't know that I'd recommend that you try to go to Cheyenne, because then what? Those truck stops in Cheyenne have got to be absolutely slammed, because 25 was closed. And 80's closed east and west from Cheyenne to Elk Mountain. So, you know, that was kind of, Dave this morning is like, well, you know, should we go ahead and go on to Cheyenne? Well, no, because then what? There's not going to be anywhere to park there. It's been, 80 was closed from Cheyenne to Elk Mountain since last night. So there's nowhere to park up there. But if you wanted to try to get here, the roads are fine to get to where we are. You could go all the way to Sydney if you wanted. I don't know that there'd be much parking up there at that Love's in Sydney. But if you try to go all the way to Cheyenne before the roads are open, you're probably not going to find anywhere to park. 70 has chains in effect. Yeah. I got some comments last night of someone saying, well, why don't you just drop south and go across to Utah? Well, no. How does that doesn't help anything. If I go to Denver and try to go across 70, that doesn't help. There's no way around this. There's absolutely no way around this. Like Dave said, it is what it is. I knew this was going to happen when I took this load. But you know, he's got to have some winter experience. And he needs to drive in these mountains up here. His TNT is going to be over the first week of February. So figured, you know, screw it. We're going to come get it out of the way. And he's definitely getting to see what it's like. You know, he's getting the lifestyle perspective. Cheyenne truck stops are super tight, even in good conditions. Yeah, it's true. That is true. That those truck stops suck up there. Then you're crossing mountains. Yeah, I couldn't believe people were commenting, telling me I should go to Denver and cut across 70. It's like, what are you smoking, man? There's no way I'm doing that. Someone might want to delete that troll in the chat. Is there a troll? That motel probably sold out. Yeah, the motel here is packed. I told Dave, though, that motel's got a rub and tug. That's what Jenna calls it. She calls that place a rub and tug over there. You guys familiar with this truck stop know what I'm talking about. Flying J, what town are we in? Is it Big Springs? Is that where I am? Yeah, I told Dave that Rub and Tug has free coffee for every 5 minutes purchased. Big Springs, yeah. So you guys know where I am better than I do. You left Springfield bound for Boise. You know, and that's another thing too. Since you're going to Boise, once you get past this shit, you'll be fine. But I've got to deal with it again up in Oregon. Up there on 84. 84 is all jammed up with chains required and shit. So I'm only just now dealing with phase 1 of it. Same, I knew it was going to happen. This is my student's last week with me, so he needed this. Yeah. See, Six Fats, some people don't understand, man. You need the student, even just the experience of being shut down and having to, you know, they're going to have to deal with this. They need to know how to look ahead, how to plan. They need to know not to go to Cheyenne right now. Even though legally you can go to Cheyenne, that's a really stupid decision. The students need to know why to think about that stuff. Tank is empty. Man, you have at it. Go 70. Chains required is not for me. There are some sections we heard just like 30 minutes ago on a CB that have chains required. Free coffee? Hell no. Do you have coffee maker on the truck? No, Jen and I had a coffee maker on the truck for a very short amount of time, and it was too much of a pain in the ass to use and keep clean and all that stuff. And I always just went and got coffee in a truck stop anyway. I like truck stop coffee generally, especially up here because you have Saps. I love Saps Saps coffee probably more than the other 3 big chains. So when I'm up here, I get good Saps coffee. So no, I don't have a coffee maker on the truck. Okay, I have no problem chaining. Man, good, have at it. Chains ain't for me. Denver got hammered with snow yesterday. Good luck and stay safe. Country Trucker Brad. Oh, good. I'm glad I saw you message me. I was asleep, Brad. I slept all night because we're stuck. But I'm glad you made it to Ohio because Buffalo right now, according to someone earlier, is all kinds of messed up. So I'm glad you guys got through there. You got auto socks. Yeah, I have auto socks too, but I ain't putting those on either. Is it hard to chain up, rather use wheel covers? Well, I've only ever put chains on one tire, and that was just to make sure that I knew how to do it, and that was at the Prime yard. And I don't have chains on my truck now. I have auto socks, but I don't want to put those on either. I don't want anything to do with it. If I have to put chains or auto socks on my tires, then for me and my truck, I did something wrong. When you say chains not for you, why? Please tell me. Because I don't want to have to chain up. If chains are required, I'm not driving. That's why. I'm not saying that should be the case for everybody. Everybody, you're the captain of your own ship. You make your own decisions. But if chains are required to drive, I'm not driving. Let's see. You can boil water on the engine block if you don't have one and no TAs around. That sounds pretty damn old school to me. Making coffee on the engine block. We got rain here in Memphis. I heard they got good snow in Springfield. Jenna, I didn't hear her. Jenna called me this morning while I was brushing my teeth and getting ready to jump in the shower here at Flying J. She called, and there was a pretty good amount of snow on the ground in Springfield. Captain Dave's texting me. Well, Captain Dave, if you're, I can't see what you're telling me if you're watching this from inside a truck stop. Let's see. Oh, let's go back. Someone said, what's your view? First, okay. No one wants to put chains on when it's 7 degrees. Yeah, and it's -7 where I am right now. But it's not bad because there's no wind, like I said earlier. I was much more concerned about falling on my ass and breaking my ass than I was the cold when I went in the shower earlier, because there's no wind right now. What's your view on auto socks? I have both those in chains, may never use them. I refuse to chain as well. Just answer my question. Yeah, auto socks for sure. I mean, they're a pretty big investment, but mine are in my step box, so not having to deal with all the chains and shit because I'm not using either one of them. Auto socks is the way to go for me. Pass in Washington, been a mess too. Yep. No hippie prime has stopped lease purchase. It doesn't really affect me right now. I'm going to do a video about it later today. I just want to talk to Success Leasing. I got my latest truck order in time, so I wasn't going to be ordering another truck this year. So I got my order in time, so it doesn't affect me. Thinking of running US 43 down to Denver, then relaxing at the Denver yard. Well, you can, I believe you can get to Denver from, you can take the interstate all the way down at, what is it, 76? I'm pretty sure that's open. I don't think there's any chain requirement or anything on that. Country Trucker Brad, hide the troll. I can't see the troll, so Brad, if you're watching or listening, maybe you can. Chains are to get you out of trouble, not into trouble. Yes, RN, amen to that. Chains are to get you out of trouble, not into trouble. Exactly. Lenny, what's up, man? I saw your comment on crypto. I would love to talk to you about crypto because like I said in my video yesterday or the day before, I made like $3,000 on a stupid JPEG. It's a JPEG of a llama. A friend of mine messaged me and he goes, hey, they're minting these lazy llama NFTs for 42 ADA, because most of my crypto is Cardano ADA, which I'm a huge fan of. And I was like, what? Lazy llamas? So, you know, I went and minted a couple of them, and I pulled a gold lazy llama, and I'm gonna list it today. It's a super rare lazy llama. I'm gonna list it today, and there's only 70 out of 4,000 that are gold, and mine has some rare traits. So some like it are selling right now for the equivalent of $3,000. So this crypto thing is just bizarre, man. Let's see. It's cold, sunny, and clear on Route 40 in Texas. I bet it is. There's room here at the TA on 70 in Denver. We are here. It's snowing where I live, just 2 hours from Springfield. Denver yard, free laundry, shower. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind the Denver yard. A lot of people bitch about it, but it's kind of this quiet little corner over there. And yeah, laundry and showers. It's, I mean, you have to, if you want to have food ordered, you have to have food delivered there, but I have food on the truck. Am I still in Big Springs? Yes, Kenworth Rider, still in Big Springs. Here is my, here's my view. So, well, I've got the Wyoming DOT loaded on this phone, but still closed from Cheyenne to Elk Mountain. And I pulled up webcams all the way along the road from Cheyenne to Elk Mountain, and it looks like they haven't done a damn thing. Even when they open it up today, it's still going to be a disaster. There's going to be jackknives all over the place because it's like they haven't been trying to clean it up at all last night. 76 is still closed. Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that. Snow is going to chase me from Ohio to Maryland by tomorrow. Do we know how bad PA is getting? I don't know. I-80 might be shut down for a week. They said 6 to 8 hours on their 5 a.m. update, but I don't know. They won't do a damn thing. It's Wyoming. Man, if they're shut down for a week, that's going to be painful. If they're shut down for a week, I'm going to the Motel 6. That's a tax write-off right there. I'll be going to Motel 6. Chill out. It's turned 21 this year. I'll be getting my CDL. Any recommendations to get my CDL? Stay in Texas is prime hiring out of Texas. Yes, I have a Texas CDL. So yeah, Prime's definitely hiring out of Texas. And you have to be 21. Out there where I was born and raised, boring. That's why I joined the service, to get the hell out of there. I was talking to a waitress about that last night. So that's funny. Yeah, because there ain't nothing around here. If I-80 shut down that long, we're definitely going to be late for this delivery. Brad says we're going 55 to 44 to 40. Smart. I told Dave that's what you guys were going to do. I'm like, you watch, they're going to go all the way down. I've been shut down for 3 days there for less snow. Yeah, so have I. If it's a week, might as well drop to 40. Well, the problem is they don't tell you. This is what I was telling Jenna this morning that's frustrating about Wyoming. Why tell us at 11 p.m. last night that you're going to open it in 4 to 6 hours? Just say, hey, it's probably not going to be open for 2 days or 3 days. That way, yeah, I'll drop down to 40 as well. Like, I'll do something different. I would rather drive an extra 500, 600, 700 miles than to sit here for 5 days. But it would be my luck. It would be like that movie, The Office, when you switch lanes, the lane you switch to gets jammed up. It'd be my luck when we decide to go do 500, 600, 700 miles out of route just to get to this 90. They open it right when we get 200 miles down the road. Oh, not hiring any more tanker drivers with no experience. If you were asking about tanker, then yeah, I didn't see that. And I didn't know that. Just bought my first semi, gonna be local hauling cement. Nice. I was stuck in Rock Springs for 2 days going east. I ended up back to Salt Lake City, took 15 south to Vegas. Yeah, Jen and I got stuck in Rock Springs for 2 or 3 days too. And it was so bad that they opened up like a fairground or something like that and had hundreds of trucks parked at a fairground over there, or some fairground or something like that. Hell, if it's not opening for a week, then I'll get paid for these miles, then I'll turn around and head back to Springfield. Yeah, but again, the problem is they just don't tell you. Wyoming sucks, but part of it is super truckers piling up and shutting it back down. Reefer gang, y'all don't like hearing that thing run all the time. Do we not? Well, I like hearing it. I sleep better with it on. But I don't like it when my reefer is not running and the one next to me is. Don't ask me why that is, but I can see why you would get annoyed at a reefer, because when it's running right behind the cab, man, I don't know what it is. I find that soothing. But when it's to the side of the cab, it drives me crazy. We took a high valve from Denver. How are there 70 people on at, what time is it? It's early. We took a high valve from Denver to Jersey last month during a snowstorm and had Prime reroute us to 40, and they adjusted the rate for the added miles. Yeah, I wonder if they would do that in this situation. Let's see, what's wrong with pulling tanks? I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with pulling tanks. There's a rub and tug right here to Flying J to pull your tank for you. As a great Kenny Rogers once said, you got to know where to hold them, know where to fold them. Yeah. Do you remember certain things 2 years before you were born? No, but Heathen's wife said something very profound yesterday. She said that your nipples are older than your teeth. So anyway, I don't want to run regional. Yeah, I don't either. Because we're all shut down. Yeah, that's what I thought right away. So there's 80 people on here. 80 people on here at the crack of dawn because we're all shut down. No hippie, living the life. Yeah, we're living it. Don't let them fool you. We ain't freaking regional. Almost 10 here in the East Coast. Nothing wrong with tanker. Good morning, Stacy. Kenny, do you always like wearing caps? Yeah, I wear caps all the time. It's starting to snow again. As a team truck, take 40 instead of being stuck for days. Well, here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. That doesn't really get you around it because there's chains required on 84 up in Oregon. And I have to go to Grandview, which is East Washington State. So, you know, there's not a way around it for me. To get to the part of Washington that I need to get to, there's going to be chains required and closures no matter what I do. Was supposed to be Midwest Regional, then lasted 2 weeks. They've been running me all over. Big H, what's up, man? Okay, now that Big H is like, I feel like my morning's complete that I have Big H in here. You guys got to go watch Big H's YouTube channel. He's going through some shit, man. I just feel so bad every time I watch his videos because that truck is just... You know, and Big H, I'm always rooting you on too. I'm always like, it'll get better. It's gonna get better. You know, just stick with it. Like, you'll turn the corner. But that turning the corner for you just keeps extending out and out and out. It's we feel you when we're watching your videos. Like, I feel you. I feel that frustration. I feel that, you know, you're trying to keep your head right and you're trying to be optimistic about it, but man, that truck just keeps beating you down, dude. Gonna be new to trucking, don't mind me, I'm still learning. I don't believe Prime will adjust to pay to reroute any loads except for high vals. Yeah, that's what I thought. But again, it doesn't really help me, because if I were able to go all the way around this, I'm still going to get hung up on the other side. BH is a victim of Crapperbuilt. Well, it's not really Peterbilt. I can tell you guys some horror stories about some Freightliners right now that would make you want to vomit. But there's all kinds of problems. Like in some of his videos, he was talking about not being able to get the right kind of oil, I think, and stuff like that. Man, we know people that have not been able to get a PM with any truck because TA is not carrying the right filters. And it's not just Peterbilt. They'll go to one TA and there's it could be one TA that's got no filters for Peterbilt, and then someone else is telling me they went to a TA 60 miles down the road and they don't have filters for a Freightliner. Like, this part shortage is not just chips and stuff. It's all kinds. At Prime, they only let me buy 3 quarts of anti-gel, because there's a shortage of anti-gel. Prime can't get enough anti-gel. I used to go buy I used to buy as many bottles of anti-gel when I left Prime as I could get in my truck. And they only sell you a maximum of 3 bottles of anti-gel now because they can't get it. Let's see. Big H2 sensors and a complete clean out of the DPF system. Are we still in Big Springs? Yes. This load of Tropicana can wait. Don't think they'll pay to reroute some fruit juice unless preschools run out or something. Does Prime Inc. pay for sitting due to weather? No. And even worse for me is my students still getting paid. Brad, have any more problems with not starting? No, they did get that so far. Knock on wood. I have wood in here. Knock on wood. It's not really wood. It looks like wood. It's not really wood. I can't remember what they did to his truck, but it seems to have fixed the problem. Brand new 2022 had to have a new motor put in it last month. No, that's right. Yeah. It was 6 fats. That's right. Where is I-80 shut down? It's shut down from Cheyenne to Elk Mountain. Both directions. Instead of snow, Justin got stuck in Cancun for 5 days due to wife testing positive for COVID. Jared, good deal. Country Trucker Brad says all good. Yeah. Kenny, how many colors did you get to choose from when you bought your truck? I don't remember how many colors there were, because I just wanted similar colors. The Freightliner that I have coming in August is silver. So I just went straight silver on that Freightliner. Rollins to Cheyenne. Yeah, according to DOT, there's some sections you can drive between Cheyenne and Elk Mountain, but then there's sections that they're doing the rolling closures, which those familiar with Wyoming knows that's the rolling fuck you, pretty much. Like you could get on the road for 20 miles and all of a sudden it's closed again. And they claim they do that to control how much economic activity happens in each town, or some stupid shit like that. I think it's made it worse than the way it used to be a couple years ago, where it is either closed or is open, you know? Let's see. Matthew, rolling shut down on the other side. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're saying the same thing. 6 fats, my Pete is number 4 on the tanker side. It's got a new motor before 13,000 miles. apparently is an oil sending issue. That's why I don't believe in a trucker shortage. How do we have a shortage on everything, especially parking? I doubt they're letting people go on leave for COVID like they say. They've been saying there's a trucking shortage ever since I've been in trucking, and long before that. Driving west in winter just isn't worth it. I totally agree with that. Y'all stay safe and warm. I'm gonna nap since I got nothing else to do. Nice, get a good nap. Captain John, good morning. Captain John, what's up, man? Does your Freightliner have a recall on it? I was hearing about Freightliners. Mine doesn't, no. I'm just trying to get to the Walmart DC in Cheyenne. Oh, you should be able to get there. You should be able, yeah, you can get to Cheyenne. I believe. I know there's trucks that are talking on the CB that are coming and going from Cheyenne, I believe. Don't miss driving up that way. Yeah, I didn't. That's why I got my truck service done at Peterbilt. Yeah, I do mine at Peterbilt too, Lyle. People always tell me, oh, you're just ripping yourself off. Look, I know it's more expensive, but I get good premium oil that I want. All the parts and all the best stuff's gonna be there. I got people who know how to work on my truck dealing with it. I get mine done at Peterbilt too. It's a tax write-off. It's a business expense. I'm not suggesting you guys do it, but I just go to Peterbilt for my PMs. I feel better about it. And I don't have to deal with this. We don't have filter bullshit. Guess it just depends where you're coming from, Jesse. Yeah, it does. Definitely depends. Well, 40 minutes in. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Because here's the problem. Even if they open that up, I don't want Dave to be driving in it. So I'm gonna have to drive like the first few 100 miles. And I'm not saying I don't want to deprive him from getting winter experience. But if you guys go look at the webcams for that stretch from Cheyenne to Laramie, man, even if they open that up, there's going to be some jackknives. There's going to be trucks in the median. It's going to be bad. It's not going to be good. It's going to be sketchy as fuck, for sure. So I got to figure out like I slept all night. I gotta figure this out. And if they're gonna keep this stuff closed for a couple more days, and we're going to the Motel 6. I guess, see. So is Jared the troll? I can't, for whatever reason, I can't see those troll messages. What did you do with Captain Dave's? He just standing around waiting to get back in the truck. He's taking a shower. Crap, how do I untime out him? I have no idea. Leave it parked, take a shower, watch TV. Better to set a day than wreck your truck. Yeah. There's really only 2 or 3 places that I would be concerned about between Cheyenne and Laramie. You guys know the one place right before Laramie that I would definitely be concerned about. Big H, more snow. Yeah, there is some more snow headed towards us, but not like what just hit. What just hit, I mean, last night, it just got absolutely annihilated. Like those fleet messages say, you can control you, but not everyone else driving around you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why, for those who wonder if Captain Dave and I, if we sleep when the other driver's driving with the net back there, yes. And I know a lot of trainers and their students don't do that. And look, we're all adults. If you want to get back there in that bed without the net, have at it. That's on you. But I told him, I said, look, even though I've got some good experience, I'm a safe driver, I can't control what comes across that median, or, there's a lot of variables that I can't control. And if you want to be asleep back there without that net, and I know that net isn't a promise of safety, but what do you think is going to happen if something hits my truck head on and you have nothing to stop you from coming out of that bed? Or if we get turned over or something like that? Because there's things you can't control. You can't control what other people do. So he sleeps with a net back there. I definitely sleep with a net back there. I've been deleting the troll. It's not just the West getting hammered. Yeah, I saw video and pictures of 95. I know someone was saying Buffalo's getting absolutely annihilated right now. What's your speed preference in the snow? Well, I mean, there's not a set preference. There's, you just use throttle control and choose your speed based on the conditions that you're in. Is it wet, slushy snow? Is it packed snow? Is there ice? There's no way I can tell you any set speed. Do I use Jake? I really try not to, and I know some are probably going to throw tomatoes at me, but there are scenarios where I'll use a little bit of Jake, yes, but very much in conjunction with the brakes. And I do not for a second take my eyes off that trailer if this Jake is on at all. But again, it's all about the condition, the situational awareness, and if I use a little bit of Jake here and there, it's in unison with my brakes. I'm not using the Jake as my brakes because that is not doing anything for your trailer. So I've talked about that before, and some have said, you're crazy, that's not the way you're supposed to do it. Look, I've driven in some blizzards, and it's the way I do it, and it's keeps me. Do it your way. You do you, I do me. Can I dip down to 40? Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. The problem is, I have problems on the other side of Wyoming too, Big H. There's shit closed down and chains required up on 84. So, trying to find a way around this doesn't solve the problem for me, unfortunately. That's why I didn't take 40 to begin with out of Springfield, because it's coming straight from, if you guys go look at the radar, that whole Seattle, that area, there's all this huge moisture coming in, and it's just, as soon as it gets over the mountains, it just hits the cold air, and it's instantly turned to snow and ice. And it's still coming. It's not like this is just a push coming through. I mean, it's just relentless. Go zoom out of radar and look at that thing. Same, anything over level 1. Yeah, I would not use anything over level 1. Lyle, Lincoln Monument, exactly. Lincoln Monument that's where it's sketchy as fuck right now, I'm sure. Even if they open it up, that one's where it's super sketchy. Yeah, so I do use level 1 occasionally where I believe it's safe to do so in winter weather, even though everyone teaches you not to. But again, without taking my eyes off the trailer and using brakes in unison with it. all I'm using that for is just so that I don't have to be so heavy on the brakes. Black ice, yeah. The colder the air is, the drier the snow is, means more friction. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely scary stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of scary stuff out there, you guys. All right, 45 minutes in. I'm gonna look at the report. Dave and I may go have breakfast when he gets back. I don't know. Figure out what this day is going to entail. If it looks like it's going to stay closed again today and tonight, then we're going to go check into a hotel, the good old Motel 6 here. Here's doing live coverage. They're pretty good. Nice. John Hiram, that was New Hampshire. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me. That's crazy. I can't believe we peaked at 80-something people on a live this early in the morning. So obviously there's a lot of people sitting right now. But to all of you out there, be safe, you guys. I know you already know it, but I like to be reminded that I should be extra vigilant, because we do. Even if you're being safe, like has been discussed in this video, you can't control what others are doing. So be safe, you guys. Make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. I really appreciate you joining me for a little bit this morning. Talk to you guys soon. Another video coming up this evening.